everybody. I am Russ. He is Chris. And wait a second. Would you like to tell the people, the fine
you know
people?
what? I would like to present this to the champion of the Red Sea Fantasy Football League, Mr. Russell Clay. But I'm hearing that it may turn out into a Texas Tech kind of deal. He may get fired for not consulting with other players and coaches in the league before buying the trophy.
Yeah, the trophy.
I know it was your own $6, but still.
You're right. You're right. I did not go in. We did not have the RCAA, the Red Sea Collegiate, talk about the trophy. But tell the people how the trophy was received.
You know what? It was brought in. It was flown in by Colin wrapped in a piece of paper. Going, I delivered this, and I'm going. I don't know what the hell's in it. I opened it up, and it was the trophy. That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. We ain't gonna talk about you running up the score this last week.
No, it's over. But
what did you end up with after Adrian Peterson? Probably beat me by 1,000 points.
I don't know. Both my teams had almost 120.
That's pretty
so
tough.
I had a really good week. Really good week.
My Slim Donkeys had probably 39 points. So
there's not many people in the fantasy league that finishes 1-13. Slim Donkeys is one of them. Now you've been very busy. I'm talking very busy. If you guys have not seen the, you're watching it now, look at the new, how he's got the series. He's got everything put in orders. Down below us, you see that there's the big advertising banner of how many hits we get. There's our follow us on the, tell them what that is, man, what you've done. Because I think that is really good.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I widened it. Because I got tired of seeing all that red out there. I thought it was a lot of wasted space. So I took it, made it wider, and I took a lot of time and added a follow us page. When you click right down there on the follow us, it takes you to another page and it has everybody in the crew listed under Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. There's only maybe 4 spaced out across that I don't have because some of them just don't have some of them.
Right.
But you can follow anybody on the crew, or all of us hopefully.
Yep. On
MySpace, Twitter, and Facebook.
And be a friend.
And be a friend.
And I will tell you, George, Big George, the Man Show, if we tweet something, he will tweet it. He will retweet that thing immediately.
No lie.
And that is awesome.
Hey, George, I'm getting some good feedback. There's a lot of people watching George's show that think you're funny and
couple guys said
so you got them full, dude.
Yeah.
You got them all full. Keep up the good work.
He also got his root canal yesterday, 2 days ago. He's better now. He got it pulled, so he's good. Now, you did a lot of searching of what web series, hey man, shows that are being watched. And there was a show that was watched and had how many? Was it 22 or 2 million?
Well, let me tell you this. I have an idea of a couple of different web series, and so I typed in top web series. And the very top one was called Fred. And there's a 15-year-old kid out of Nebraska who talks with a really high pitch.
I think the voice has been manipulated, like myself.
Oh, or he just, that's his niche.
And he's
able to do it. And each one of his videos has between 3 and 6 million hits. He's in his 2nd season. And he is making major bank.
Yeah, I don't like it, but people might not like ours.
And he's on MySpace and he's on YouTube, and it's annoying.
Yeah, there you go.
And they say you have to be 13 to be on MySpace, so they think some of the kids that are on aren't quite 13. So he's got a fan base of like 7 to 15 mostly, but hey, cranking it up. And then the other ones, and then the one I saw, he had 21 million. There was 15 million.
Not funny.
Could we just go on to the next story?
Yeah, not funny to us. But now, you go from a 15-year-old to a 13-year-old. He is a quarterback. I think he's in Florida. His name is Colton Roy, R-O-E. Now, what this kid has done is, he's a good quarterback, and he's in junior high. And you know, he decided to take his passion for football and his passion for serving others, and kind of like you see the walkathons, he's got a passathon, pennies or pennies for passing. And he one game, and it turned out to be dollars when people started kind of getting the nicks. His second year, he went 21 for 31 and raised $2,700, and it fed 27 families at Thanksgiving. Now the kid, and it went to dollars or went, I don't know how.
It's probably $1.
It started out at pennies, and then people started donating because it's in the second year. But that was the deal: 21 for 31, $2,700, 27 families fed. And his dad was saying how much of a kid, what a great kid he is. You know, he said this. He says, "You're always going to be serving somebody. You're never going to be the man. Whether you're a football player, you got 10 other guys. Whether in your community, you got other people around you." And he said, "I just want to make a difference." And the kid has been out raising money, does it through football just to feed families. It is a real good story. Colton, Colton, ROE. And he will be in San Antonio next month for the junior, you know how they have high school All-Americans? The junior All-Americans.
Did you listen to the story or read it?
I read the story.
That's probably Colton Rowe.
Yeah, ROE.
So you got the spelling. So ROE, look that up. That's cool. You know who he sounds like to me?
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
100%.
I mean, I joke about Tim Tebow all the time, but he is a fine, upstanding guy. So, you know.
Isn't that something how it's not that hard to make a little bit of change in somebody else's life, you know. It really is just not that hard.
Hey, remember the pay it forward thing you read?
Uh-huh.
That happened in town.
Really?
Somebody told me that a waitress, you know what? It was somebody, they just walked up and gave them a $100 bill.
That is cool.
And turned around and walked off.
Tell me that ain't cool.
Yeah.
That right there,
I went straight and bought me some lottery tickets. I knew it was my lucky day. No, it wasn't me. But that's just...
You know, I'm not going to go into that third story because it's not really nothing big, you know.
Just mention it real quick. Tavern on Green, New York City closed down.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah. I wasn't going to go into too much of it. It went from $38 million a year. Now you guys know it's a fancy restaurant in New York. It's right there in. It's in the garden, not the garden, but the what do you call that thing? Central Park. Mm-hmm. And they went from $38 million to bankruptcy. You know, I mean, but the thing is, speaking about restaurants, y'all know we might as well go and introduce it because it's going to start this next year. We're doing a food show. We are doing a food show.
Texas Dining.
Texas Dining, and we are doing it a little bit different. We are submitting it to the Travel Channel and the Food Channel. We have our producers working on getting that in. We will be in Vegas, January the
24th through 28th, I believe.
At the television convention where we'll be pitching the show. But we're going to show a different side. We're going to go, our first one, we're going to tell them who we're going to hit. Because I'd like for them to have it on the show.
Well, we are going to hit multiple places here in town for the show. Like Lolita's, Leal's, Captain Billy's, Mama and Papa B's Barbecue, probably D's Donuts.
Yeah.
You know, 3 of the ones I mentioned will be on the first show, but they're going to all be done at some point.
So we're really excited about that, and what we're going to do is, I think we're going to end it the same way. We need to come up Texas Dining with Chris and Russ.